What's up, fam? It's October 23, 2022, and it's day 23 of the Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And if it's your first time tuning in, what I've been doing here is I've actually been choosing a card a day from T Harv Eker's Millionaire Mind cards. I'm reading the message that it has, sharing my thoughts on the message, and asking you as a viewer to share your thoughts. Possibly you've been using what's on this message in your life and it's working wonders. And hey, I would love to know how you're doing it, how you're implementing it, how's it going, or possibly something just came up, an idea, a thought, something you heard back then. So share in the comments, and hey, I would love to interact on this and make this a collective learning experience. And if you missed a day, make sure you go back here on Facebook, on Instagram, or YouTube at Rich Carbajal, and you could watch the remaining videos or the past videos as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get this party rolling. We'll go with you. All right. So it says, think big and act big. Think big and act big. So small thinking and small actions lead to being both broke and unfulfilled. Big thinking and big actions lead to having both money and meaning. The choice is yours. Wow, this right away takes me back to a quote that I learned and heard from Les Brown. And he said, the problem isn't that people are aiming too high and miss. He says that they're aiming too low and they hit. Wow, let that sink in, right? And that's really the same concept, that most of the time we're just thinking small. We're letting limitations control our actions, our ideas, our imagination, from, experiences or even just words from other people that told us in the past. We're letting that control our mind and pretty much our imagination. So we're not going for it or thinking big in a sense. There's another thing, I'm not sure if you've heard this, where they say we're only operating, I think they say like on 10% of our being, of our brain power. So imagine that. There's still so much that we can do as humans. And that's why you keep seeing like records being broken. Why? Because once something, they call it the four-minute mile. I'm not, Roger Bannister, I think it was him. I'm not sure. But look it up. But they talked about for so many years, no one could break the 4-minute mile. And once one guy did it, the following year, there was so many people did it, right? I want to say it was Roger Bannister. I'd have to look that up. But, if I'm wrong, you could comment and just say, hey, no, it was this guy. All right. But, this is pretty much, that's what we're being told, right? Learn to think bigger than what it is that we're used to, right? So small thinking and small actions lead to being both broke and unfulfilled. Why? Because we know there's more in us, right? That's why at times when we're in a certain job, you don't want to go there anymore. Why? Because there's more to you. You could be of more service, of more value to another company or out there to the world, right? And we're this small thinking, we get so accustomed and so comfortable, which, remember, we said comfortable is not a great place to be in, right? But we get so comfortable that we forget about our dreams and our goals. And not only that, I'm not sure if you heard this, where they say, where you work at pays you just enough so you can forget about your dreams and your goals, and so you won't leave them. Right? And they'll give you just those perks or those benefits or those guarantees just so you be like, nah, you know what? Like, I'm going to just stay here. It's better. When in reality, it's not worth it to us. It's not fulfilling us. It's not making us happy anymore. So big thinking and big actions lead to having both money and meaning. And as we talked about in the past, where it says, hey, it's better to dream or to shoot for the moon, because if not, you'll land, even if you don't make it, you'll land among the stars. So by us thinking big and acting big, even if we don't hit it, guess what? We'll be better off than we are right now. So this is actually, and at the end it says, the choice is yours. One of the most powerful things we were given, right, is that of choice. That's the only thing, the only differentiator, differentiator, the only difference, right, between us and mammals or any other animal species is the ability to think for ourselves and be able to create that which we focus on and that which we put our energy into. So with that, let's freaking shoot for it. Whatever it is you want to do, remember, it's possible, right? Let's think big and let's act in a bigger way. It needs action. It's not just the thinking, but it needs action. Small thinking and small actions lead to being both broke and unfulfilled. Big thinking and big actions lead to having both money and meaning. Let me bring that up again. The choice is yours, baby. The choice is yours. So as I mentioned, let us know what you think in the comments. If you missed anything, you could go back to the YouTube, right? My YouTube channel at Rich Carbajal. I believe the handles are actually going to be coming in by YouTube pretty soon. So you'll be able to just, Google Rich Carbajal, just the same as Instagram, and then you'll be able to watch the rest of them and review them. That's one of the key things here. Even if you watch them once, the key is in review. And even if by just reading this card, you don't have to listen to my big spiel or my thoughts, but just by listening to what it was that this card meant or the message, that's where the power lies, baby. So other than that, God bless, take care, love you, and I'll catch you tomorrow.